go ahead and get comfy on the couch because we need to have a discussion. And it's about the tweet that came out about Titanfall 3 and the problems with Apex, because a lot of people seem to have gotten their dictionary confused for a thesaurus. Titanfall has been pushed back, it hasn't been cancelled. And the narrative that they're pushing right now is that there's a developer crunch. And by that they're saying that they're stressed out, they don't have enough resources, and to me I think that's more of a PR stunt. I believe they're trying to rally community understanding and support by telling them that this is the reason that they have all these shortcomings, and to make it a little bit more palpable to take in why they haven't done the updates that people have been expecting, and also to swallow the pill that Titanfall has been pushed back. So what crunch is essentially is a way to put the blame on EA, which gamers are willing to swallow in an instant because we all hate them. Boo, pitchforks. But I also believe that behind all the bullshit that there is probably some truth to it. Because I have to imagine that game developers, people that get to create something, are very passionate about it. And the thing about passionate people is that they'll do something regardless of compensation because they love it. So I have no doubt that they want to give us all these good things, but I'm only sympathetic to a certain extent because, again, I judge them as a business as a whole. So right now I'm not overly impressed, but I'm also not very worried. Like, the tweet that said that they were working on Titanfall stuff was not that far back, so obviously they have been working on something. And since they didn't flat out say that Titanfall was cancelled, it's just going to be business as usual. So let's go ahead and get into this episode. My legs are starting to cramp up. Let's get off this couch and show you why I'm willing to wait another year. I want you guys to just enjoy this montage for what it is. I'm going to catch up with you guys a little bit later and pick up where we left off. I love games, but I think the only thing I love second to games is shitting on them. Honestly, I think we can all admit to that. It's just so easy to do. And considering that most of gamer culture is also like internet culture, I'm sure developers see like all their stuff getting ripped into all the time, and I'm sure that sucks. We're just such a vocal bunch, and they have to put up with us, so for that, I do want to offer my sincerest apology. Considering that I actually put stuff on YouTube, like, good thing I'm not too popular, because it's like, why are you listening to this asshole? He's just shitting on everything. Next, I'm gonna shit on the Apex Battle Pass, because that needs to be done some more, right? It's like, honestly, there's like no end to people shitting on that Battle Pass, and the facts are that I've considered doing the exact same thing. So what does that say about me? Well, that's partly just because of YouTube. Like, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing with this channel, it's like I'm trying to give you guys interesting content, but I do have to somewhat tailor it to YouTube's algorithm. So I have to phrase it a certain way, so I hope you guys are still being entertained. I actually got this really nice comment that said, it's like, I knew this was clickbait, I clicked on it, it's like, and I ended up enjoying it. He's like, wasn't expecting that, and I'm like, that's awesome, because that's what I'm hoping. Because unfortunately, that's the only way to really like rally people to the cause. So this is more of a personal episode. I'm not really talking too much about the gameplay, because the thing about the crunch thing is that, again, I was saying I was sympathetic, but that is real life stuff. Like, I get crunch all the time. Like, what do you think these YouTube videos are to me? Like, I have a son, I spend a lot of time with my family, I have a full-time job. Like, this is more of a part-time gig. Like, I wish it could be full-time, but as of right now, like, this is the thing that keeps me up at night. Like, right now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and this is the kind of thing that I sacrifice sleep for. So I understand crunch and the stress of trying to do all these things and try to keep people happy, like the people that have been watching my channel for so long. Like, I'm trying to deliver a certain product, and I'm trying to do it at least once a week. What I'd really like to do is 3 times a week. I'm trying to get back onto that 2 times a week schedule at least, do that consistently, and then move up. So I'm expecting a lot of crunch in my life right now. And that's just stress that I have to deal with, because these are the things that I want. And the reason I'm willing to sacrifice sleep and sacrifice time to do other things is because I'm passionate about this. I do enjoy it, and if I could do this full time, like, that would be a dream to me. So that's why I'm making these sacrifices now, so they can pay off later. And sometimes when you're working for a company that has a bad rep, like, it kind of must worry you to a certain extent, right? So that's, again, why I'm sympathetic, but again, I'm looking at them as a whole as a company, but I do relate to them as people, because, again, this is just an everyday life struggle. And now that I've told you my story, does it make you more sympathetic to my cause? Are you guys all gonna like and subscribe all of a sudden? I would honestly like if you would, and I understand why you would want to after hearing that, because I think you guys can relate to me more as a person, and I know that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to humanize the experience, and I totally understand that. But you have to understand that there's a difference between EA and me. Like, I do want you guys to like me for me, but I think that there's a different standard from me to a AAA gaming company like EA to produce a certain kind of product. If you guys could see my old videos, which a lot of them I have actually just taken down altogether, I was actually planning on, if you guys are wondering what I'm planning on doing with the channel, because this is more of a personal episode anyways, is that I'd like to spend more time doing it. But in order to do that is I have to pretty much keep up with my other obligations, which means that I do have to make a monetary value, because I have bills to pay, I have house, car, all that stuff, right? So if we're getting personal, like, those are the things that I need to take care of, but I want to do this more. So I was planning on starting a Patreon, and on it, what I was going to donate was really the only thing I can, and hopefully the thing that's going to give me more time is these donations. So what I was going to donate to you guys was my time, and by that I mean is I'd actually have time to get into more parties with you guys, because the facts are that I actually make a lot of these videos off of just a couple of play sessions, because I don't have the time to play as much anymore, because I'm doing all these other things. So it is a little bit harder for me these days, so usually I try to expedite these things by playing alone, because then I can just jump into a lobby really quick, get what I need to get done. See, like this, I am treating it like a job. Like, I literally play knowing that I need to get certain shots so I can put together a certain kind of video. But if I had more time, then I could open myself up to playing a lot more with viewers and to people that would just like to see certain things in game. Like, there's a lot of you guys that ask me for a lot of things. By the way, don't ask me stuff on Xbox Live. It's way too hard to respond on there. Just do it on YouTube. It's a lot easier for me to type off long responses off my keyboard. But what I was going back to earlier about the Patreon, the point was to give you access actually to old videos that I had taken down. There are some videos that I'm not as happy with, let's say. They were a lot of learning phase, let's put it. But the people that would be seeing it would be people that actually believe in me enough to help support the cause. So I don't mind sharing these bad videos. Technically, I find them bad. Like, I find that they have merit, but the presentation is to me now cringy. But I would give you, so yeah, pretty much what I'm offering you guys is really shitty videos in exchange for your support. I'm sorry, but it's all I have to give. That'll be stage 1, and then I'd move over to stage 2, which is we getting into parties more often and be able to host a lot more community nights. And obviously I would give preference to people who supported me. So that is something that I am considering doing. You guys can leave some feedback on that and tell me if it's good idea, bad idea. Regardless, I'm going to keep doing the episodes exactly the same. But if I'm looking to make more content, that's what I need to accomplish at some point, and I don't think YouTube on its own is going to provide that. Or maybe it will, but I doubt it. This game is all messed up. And by a game, I mean the YouTube game. It is a weird one. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, you know what to do. If you don't, I'll say it. Thumbs up, subscribe. I swear to God, the algorithm's listening to make sure I say those things. If not, it's like, go fuck yourself. No one will ever see this video.